Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It is truly an honor to stand before you today, reflecting on the remarkable journey I have embarked on since joining this incredible community called Toastmasters. Toastmasters represents a new chapter in my life, one that began after my retirement in February 2018. You know, when one door closes, another opens. Well, in my case, the door didn't open. It swung wide open and welcoming me into a whirlwind of new experiences. After decades of teaching, I found myself at crossroads, wondering what next. I knew I wasn't ready to stop growing or learning. I mean, how could I? My mind was still buzzing with curiosity, and my heart still had room for new passion. And then, like a beacon of wisdom, my younger son, Saksham, suggested Toastmasters. He insisted I attend at least a few meetings as a guest. Truly speaking, the idea of standing up and giving speeches in front of people wasn't exactly on my bucket list. But hey, a ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for, right? I accepted the challenge, and well, here I am, still selling. Joining Toastmasters on January 2022, that was the official start of a new adventure, but it all began 2 months earlier when I walked into my first meeting as a guest. There I found something both familiar and entirely new. The youthful energy was like stepping back into a classroom, except this time the roles were reversed. I was the student, and my fellow members became my mentors. And isn't it that the magic of mentorship? Whether you are 24 or 64, a true mentor doesn't tell you where to go, they walk the path with you. In Toastmasters, we don't just learn to speak, we learn to lead, to mentor, and to inspire. Now, let me tell you about my icebreakers speech. It was a lesson in trying to fit your lifetime story into 5 minutes, 300 seconds. Imagine that. I am used to 45, 60 minutes classes, and here I was condensing everything into 5 minutes. I thought of my I thought to myself, what am I going to leave out? More importantly, what am I going to say? But when I stood there, the word flowed. The warm, supportive atmosphere made me realize I wasn't just speaking to an audience, I was speaking to a family. Toastmasters made me feel valued, appreciated, and at home. This journey has taught me that Toastmaster is about, rather, it is much more than just public speaking. It is all about, it is also about leadership, mentorship, and most importantly, self improvement. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Every speech, every evaluation, and yes, every piece of feedback has been a stepping stone to becoming not just a better speaker, but a better version of myself. In evaluation, I was encouraged to work on my vocal variety. Now, if you have ever been a teacher, you know that can be a tall order, right? I am used to lecturing straightforward, no fluff. But Toastmasters has taught me that communication is more than just words. It's the emotion, the passion, the life behind those words. And so I worked on it. And let me tell you, adding a little dramatic flair here and there. Well, It really makes magic. Of course, there have been bumps along the way. There were evaluations that stuck a little, moments when I doubted whether was it really so. But then I remembered saying I often used to share with my students that smooth seas do not make skillful sellers. Every challenge, every uncomfortable moment was an opportunity for growth. And let me tell you, I have grown in ways I have never imagined. But what truly makes my journey so special are the people, my fellow Toastmasters. They became my second family. The encouragement I have received, the constructive feedback, and the way they make every meeting like in every meeting we have different theme, so they make every meeting something to look forward to. So as the African says that uh, I have shared this in my earlier meeting as well, that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And together we have gone so far, pushing each other, supporting each other, and celebrating each milestone, big or small. As I stand here today, having completed the presentation mastery pathway, I realize this is just the beginning. Toastmasters is a journey, not a destination. And the best part of it is I'm still hungry for more. What next, you ask? Well, the sky is the limit. The best way to predict the future is to create it. And I intend to keep creating, growing, and exploring all possibilities Toastmasters has to offer. So, to my fellow Toastmasters, thank you for being a part of this journey. Your guidance, friendship, and the mentorship has been invaluable. And to our guest, if you are on the fence about joining, I urge you to take that first step. As the old saying goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So there's no time like the present to start your journey. Thank you. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, Abba. That was really inspiring. Like, I learned how to be a better version of myself and like how you can improve like going forward. There's no stopping in anywhere. Thank you for that. Now we will move forward to next speaker, Toastmaster Balaji. He is going to attempt his L1P2 speech titled My Journey Through North India. Toastmaster Balaji is a software professional working in Bangalore for past 10 years, and he loves listening music and watching movies. I like to call Toastmaster Durga for setting up ground rules for his evaluating speech. Toastmaster Durga, over to
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Toastmaster Sonali. Just I'm trying. Sorry. Yes. Our target speaker Balaji is attempting the L1P2 in presentation mastery. The title is My Recent Journey Through North India. And the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles and identify her primary style. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share the impact of his or her style on others. I'll pass it with that. I wish you the very best, Balaji, and I pass it back to uh, TMOD Sonali.
Thank you, Toastmaster Durga. I like to give it to stage to Toastmaster Balaji. Yeah, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonali and Toastmaster Durga. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Our recent trip to North India was an unforgettable experience filled with beautiful landscapes, rich cultural heritage, and spiritual enlightenment. Traveling through the beautiful towns of Dehradun and Mussoorie, the sacred cities of Haridwar and Rishikesh, and the historic marvels of Agra and Delhi. I encountered a number of experiences that left a lasting impression. Initially, I was a bit reluctant to go on this trip due to high temperatures in North India around July, but I'm glad my family pushed me to take up this trip. We all enjoyed a lot. After a 3-hour flight from Bangalore, we landed in Dehradun, the capital city of Uttarakhand, often known for its scenic beauty and pleasant climate. The city is nestled between majestic Himalayas and Shivalik hills. That made it a great starting point for our trip. A short drive from Dehradun, the journey took us to Mussoorie, which is often referred to as the Queen of the Hills. As we ascended, the temperature dropped and the air became crisp and refreshing. We stayed in a hotel in a village called Kempty on Mussoorie Hills, and our hotel had a great view of mountain ranges, the peaks of which were often covered with clouds. The next day, we went to Kempty waterfalls. We took a ropeway to go to the bottom of the waterfall. We spent a lot of time enjoying the view of the waterfalls, and then we headed to George Everest House. George Everest House is on a mountain where the Surveyor General of India, George Everest, lived around during 1800s. And this is the place from where he and his team measured the height of Mount Everest. And that's how Mount Everest got its name from Mr. George Everest. And this place has great views of surrounding mountains and valleys. And interestingly, I mean, we climbed up the hill up to the George Everest House, but then there is further trek from that point where you could reach the peak of that particular hill. It's called George Everest Trek, and the trek was, I mean, what I heard from others, the trek was a bit risky, and we didn't attempt that trek, and we came back down after visiting George Everest's house. And then there is something called a mall road on Mussoorie Hills. This is at the top of the hills, and then this mall road is always bustling with crowds, tourists and locals alike. It has a lot of hotels, restaurants, lot of shops. So we did some shopping on Mall Road, and there were so many clouds passing around on the Mall Road, and often it was hard to see even a few meters ahead of you. And it's unbelievable to see so much traffic and so much crowd on top of the hill. The next leg of our journey took us to Haridwar, which has a great significance in Hinduism. Upon arrival in Haridwar, we went to Mansa Devi temple. And I mean, again, here we had to take a ropeway to go to the top of the hill and visit the temple. And in the evening, we attended Ganga Harti. The ghats were bustling with pilgrims performing rituals, and there was so much spirituality in the air. After Haridwar, we traveled to Rishikesh. Rishikesh has many ashrams. It is often referred to as the yoga capital of the world. We visited many ashrams on the banks of River Ganga. And also we spent time walking around. Interestingly, there are 3 landmark suspension bridges across River Ganga within Rishikesh. They are named Ram Jhula, Lakshman Jhula, and Janki Setu. And it was a very interesting experience spending time along the banks of River Ganga. And in the evening, we attended Ganga Aarti again at Triveni Ghat in Rishikesh. The Ganga Aarti was something every tourist want to see, either in Haridwar or Rishikesh. And the way it is performed in both places is slightly different. And then after immersing ourselves in spirituality in Uttarakhand, we went to the historic city of Agra and the home of iconic Taj Mahal. Standing in front of Taj Mahal, this was my third time, but it was still marvelous and an inexplicable feeling. And more than its beauty, I always wonder about the architecture of Taj Mahal. There were so many architectural details I get to hear from guides. The four minarets around Taj Mahal, they are slightly tilted, and the reason for that being if there was any earthquake, the minarets would not fall on the main structure, they would fall away from the main structure. And we were told that the foundation of the Taj Mahal was built in a way even it can survive a major earthquake. And many of you might know there was supposed to be another similar structure that was supposed to be built by Emperor Shah Jahan using black marble, right opposite to Taj Mahal. But before he took up that project, his son Aurangzeb arrested him for wasting people's money. And then we visited Agra Fort. Agra Fort is another marvelous structure. Again, that it has a giant entrance, the kind of structures you see in movies with historic background. And the history came alive when we were going around Agra Fort. This is the place from where many of the Mughal emperors ruled entire India. And then we went back to Delhi. Delhi was buzzing with the city was buzzing with traffic and the people and lot of activity. We visited many places in and around Delhi. Akshardham, starting with Akshardham, and then Qutub Minar, Parliament, Rashtrapati Bhavan, and all those surrounding areas. Overall, it was a great experience going around North India in a very short span of time. I think we spent around 6 or 7 days. The travel was very hectic in spite of very hot temperatures in Agra and Delhi. We had a great family time, and it gave a great break from the hectic work schedule we were having at that time. Yeah, with that, I would like to conclude my experience of my North India travel. Next time, I would like to cover my South India travel, which I did recently. Thank you.
Hello, Balaji. Great to hear your story and your travel stories. I have been to Missouri, but to other places I would like to visit, like Rishikesh. Moving forward to the Toastmaster Sakshi, she is attempting her L3P3 speech titled Body Language 101. Toastmaster Sakshi is a software developer in Akamai working in enterprise application access team. Her hobby is to collect peculiar facts about different countries of the world in her notes. She liked public speaking since childhood. She was AD in past term in District 92, and this term she is aiming to focus on her personal Toastmaster growth. Toastmaster Abha will be evaluating her speech. So I like to call on Toastmaster Abha to set up expectation for Toastmaster Spark. Sakshi's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Abba.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Once again, it is an absolute pleasure to stand before you today as an evaluator. I have found that evaluating speeches have been one of the most enriching parts of the process. We all are here to grow as speakers, leaders, communicators, and constructive feedback plays a pivotal role in that journey. Today, I have the honor of evaluating Sakshi's speech. Let me assure you, Sakshi has been a shining example of someone who continuously strives for excellence, and I am thrilled to provide my insights on her speech. Her speech will be between 5 to 7 minutes. Her pathway is dynamic leadership, L3P3, and speech title is Body Language 101. Over to you, Sakshi, Toastmaster Sakshi. Sorry, over to TM Audio.
Yeah, it's fine. Over to you, Sakshi.
Good morning, everyone. Fellow Toastmasters, esteemed guests, and everyone who gave me this opportunity to be here to deliver my speech. I would like to ask all of you, have you ever walked into a room and flashed a smile and instantly the vibe of the room got shifted? Or maybe otherwise, maybe you have experienced the opposite of it, walking into a party with someone's giving you that look that, hey, what are you doing here? Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of non-verbal communication, the secret language we speak without uttering a single word. Did you know that up to 93% of the communication in the world is non-verbal? That's right. If you're just relying on your words, you're like a chef who's trying to impress with only the salt and expecting a Michelin star. So let's add some spice here. Let's kick off the things by breaking down the different types of nonverbal communication. And don't worry, this is going to be fun. I won't lecture you with boring details. First of all is body language. Ever noticed how your posture can tell a story? Stand tall, and you are suddenly the superhero. If you slouch, you might as well be the villain of the same low budget film. Next time you're feeling shy, channel your inner Wonder Woman and stand tall. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, I have got this. The world needs to be seen this fabulousness. Next is facial expressions. A face is like a billboard of emotions. A smile, that's a big welcome to anybody. A frown may look like, sorry, we are closed. Just be careful to not mix them up. Smiling when you are supposed to be serious can lead to some really awkward and weird situation where the other person can get hurt also. He may say, why are you laughing at my heartbreak? Next point up for nonverbal communication is gestures. Let's talk about the hand movements now. A casual wave, say, hey, what's up? But if you're flailing your arms like you're trying to summon a flock of birds, you might have to tone it down a little bit. Gestures should enhance your message, but it should not turn out the human like a windmill. Now, why do you think this all matters? There are few points that I have put up uh, to think about why the non-verbal communication and having a good non-verbal communication matters. So first and foremost that I could think of was interpersonal relations. Non-verbal cues can make or break your relationship. If someone is talking to you with their arms closed like this, our relationship would more be like, I'm closed off, I'm really cold, I don't want to talk, I'm not so open to you. So one part of interpersonal relations are also dependent on how your body posture is when you're talking to someone. Eye contact can really build trust and make you look like a deer caught in headlights. So let's aim for engaged listeners rather than I would rather be sitting at home and watching videos. You need to show your interest in other person's speech or what they are saying just by showing little gestures of interest. Next up is public speaking. When it comes to speaking, great speakers master their body language. Think of someone like Barack Obama. His gestures are like poetry in motion. Meanwhile, I once saw a guy who had a very stiff body language, which made him look like he was auditioning for a statue. Remember, little moment goes a long way. You want to connect, you don't want to scare your audience. So you have to be in a really balanced situation when it comes to hand movements in public speaking. The third and the last point on why the non-verbal communication matters is cultural differences. Let's not forget the cultural difference. In some culture, a firm handshake may signify confidence, but in others, it may declare war. So when in doubt, just smile and nod a little bit because it's universally understood. The last part of my speech is about the tips for effective nonverbal communication. I would like to throw out some tips to you so that you can enhance your nonverbal communication skills. In that, first and foremost is awareness. You have to become very aware of your body language. Ask yourself, am I giving off come talk to me vibe, or I am giving off please don't approach me vibe? So be aware of how your body language is and how it might be perceived. Next is practice. Practice in front of a mirror. It's like having a conversation with your most honest friend who's not going to judge you. You can keep trying, make weird faces, and just blame it on allergies that weird faces are not for a positive communication. So keep trying and practicing with your own self before you put yourself out in the world in front of people or large group of audience. Next up is feedback. We all have mentors, we all have our peer groups. So keep taking feedback from them on how your nonverbal communication is, because you want to be magnet for friends. You don't want to be magnet for weird looks. Lastly, I would say that please use spaces wisely when you're speaking. It should not be a train who's just left the station and trying to reach to the destination. Use space wisely when you're speaking, because not just in written communication where full stop and comma is important, just like this in non-verbal communication, it's very important that you use your spaces wisely. You take a pause and then move ahead. In conclusion, I would say nonverbal communication is the unsung hero of our interactions. From our body language to facial expressions and gestures, these are the cues that makes world lot of difference. So as you go about your day, I would like to tell, pay attention to your unspoken messages you're sending and receiving. This would make the nonverbal communication world a better place. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Sakshi. I like to add in future like little bit body language to my thing. And I've been to situations where smile do changes a lot of things, like situation around us. And I'll go onwards. I'll keep on mind like how I'm thinking, how I'm behaving. Thank you. And moving forward, we'll be calling evaluators for the speeches. So I'd like to call Toastmaster Rupa to give her evaluation on Toastmaster Abha's speech.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Sonali. Good morning to one and all once again, and a very special good morning to my target speaker, Dr. Abha. I'd like to begin my evaluation by calling out what an incredible privilege it is to be evaluating a path breaker's path completion speech today. Let's all begin by congratulating Dr. Abha for finishing her presentation mastery path. To start with all the things that went really well in Toastmaster Abha's speech, in 10 to 12 minutes, Toastmaster Ahaba managed to succinctly summarize the entire legacy that she has left behind at Sarjapura Toastmasters Club, starting with her first meeting in February 2018 to her first membership in January 2022, and every icebreaker, every evaluation, every mentorship opportunity that she had received here. And it was amazing witnessing all the learning that had taken place over the past 6 years, I think. And it was definitely inspiring for all of us. And the second thing that went really well for Toastmaster Abba is the kind of language that she had in her speech. For instance, the whirlwind of experiences she had at Toastmasters, or a ship in harbor does not like the quote that she said about that, or Toastmasters has something to learn for all of us, be it if you're 24 or if you're 64. And the uh, crossroads that she faced after her retirement, when she had to decide what to do next, what to explore next. Her speech throughout was peppered with these beautiful metaphors and language that all of us could be inspired from. Now, if there is one tiny nitpicky thing that I would recommend Toastmaster Abba to explore in her next path and in her next endeavors in Toastmasters, it would be specifics. For instance, let's reflect back to when she told us about the person who brought her to Toastmasters. This person was her son, Piyush. And when she told that name, we all had that aha moment and we could relate it to a person. However, when Dr. Abba was speaking about all the amazing experiences she had in Sarjapura Toastmasters, and she was specifically thanking the members of this club, it would have been nice if she could have taken some names and said, my first mentor was this person, or my first evaluation was for this person's speech. That would have given us more our moments. Or if when she told us about all the learnings that she had here, she could have specifically called out, in my level 1 project 2, I spoke about driving a car for the first time, and I felt that one feedback I got was the vocal variety could have been better. So while Dr. Abba succinctly summarize her rich legacy both in teaching and in Toastmasters in a short span of 10 to 12 minutes with amazing vocabulary and language, I would wish her all the very best for her future endeavors and recommend that she explore a little bit more how to bring in more specifics in her speech. All the very best, Dr. Abba, and back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupa, for that wonderful evaluation. I'd like to give the stage to Toastmaster Durga for giving the evaluation of Toastmaster Balaji. Over to you, Toastmaster Durga.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonali. And firstly, congratulations to Balaji for finishing his L1P2 speech on presentation mastery. I thought we had a very great start in terms of how Balaji has set the context of being reluctant to travel North India given the temperatures, but eventually he got onto the journey. And to me, the speech was very informational in its style. There was a lot of anecdotes as well as relevant nuggets of information all of us can relate to, either in terms of how the Everest got its name, and also about all the inclinations of the minarets in Agra. I don't think many of us, even though we know about those, we would have perhaps realized it or been aware of it. So I think in that sense, Balaji shared a lot of interesting pieces of information. He kind of tied it to the journey that he has gone through across all of the various places that he's visited. In terms of clarity, eye contact, I think there was it was good. If in terms of things that we perhaps want to challenge and make it even more interesting than what it was, is if similar to how Balaji, you were able to bring in your personal experience. You saw the Taj Mahal for the third time and you still felt equally enthralled by its majesty. A few of that also with the rest of the places, because I'm guessing they are the first time, and I'm pretty sure the audience would like to hear what it is that you felt when you were going through those. I think that would have made it a little bit more interesting and engaging, given the fact that they're interested in personal stuff. So that, I think, was the one. And the other part, which I also, I'm still learning, and is on vocal variety. If there is a tad of that, if you can bring that, it will also increase the impact of what it is that you have delivered. But outside of that, I thought it was a great one. Huge congratulations, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you, Durga. That was really insightful evaluation. Now I'd like to call Dr. Abba for giving her evaluation on Toastmasters Sakshi speech.
Thank you. First of all, Sakshi, I must commend you for delivering a well structured and engaging speech. Your confidence on stage was commendable, noticeable from the moment you began, and you have a natural ability to connect with your audience, which is an invaluable asset for any speaker. Your strengths are your opening was attention grabbing and it set the tone for your speech with a relevant body gestures that immediately resonated with the audience and drew us in. Non-verbal communication is equally powerful and you executed it perfectly. Secondly, the way you structured your speech was clear and easy to follow. You used transitions effectively, guiding us smoothly from one point to next. The logical flow helped us to stay engaged and ensure that none of your points were lost in the process. The body language and voice. So the body language was confident and purposeful. The gestures you used to emphasize key points added to the impact of your message. Moreover, your vocal variety, especially when you slowed down during important moments, kept the audience on the edge of their seats. The disuse of pace and tone showed great command over vocal variety, vocal delivery. One of your strongest attribute is the warmth you bring to your speeches. You have an authentic and approachable style, I can say, that makes the audience feel as if you were speaking to them individually. Personal connection is a hallmark of a great speaker, and you leverage that effectively throughout your speech. However, there are few areas of improvement. So, eye contact, while your connection with the audience was strong, I noticed that your eye contact tended to stay focused on one side of the room and try to concisely engage all the areas nearby to ensure that everyone feels included in your conversation, and this small tweak will strengthen your overall connection with your audience. And the next is little bit on focal emphasis. Although your vocal variety was excellent, but there were few moments where additional emphasis on certain words or phrases could have brought more power to your key points, right? And consider experimenting with subtle pauses and changes in volumes to heighten the emotional impact. So I conclude here that you tied back well to your opening, but it felt slightly rushed. Ending on a powerful note is essential to leave a lasting impression. So I would recommend taking an extra second or a two to let your final thoughts land fully before stepping away from the podium, I can say. So overall, your demonstration was strong. You have a strong communication skill, a clear message you can pass on, the genuine ability to connect with your audience. And these are the qualities that will serve you well as the speaker and the leader. So by continuing to refine your small details like eye contacts and vocal emphasis, I'm confident you will take your speech to even greater heights. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you grow further in your Toastmasters journey. Over to TMOD, Sonali.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you, Toastmaster Abba. Now I'd like to pass on this opportunity to our Toastmaster Poonam. She will be taking you forward about how this meeting went and give the reports of her tag team and conduct table topic sessions. Over to you, Toastmaster Poonam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonali. So let us first go to the tag team and let us get the report so that we can go further with the evaluation of session. First, I would invite Toastmaster Rajini. Please let us know the timing for just one moment. Did we conduct the table topic session yet?
No,
No,
that's
no.
my. I think we should do that and then come to the
Correct.
evaluation, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I will hand it over back to Sonali. We'll be introducing Toastmaster Samita and handing it over for table topic session.
Okay, thank you. Actually, sorry, I thought like you will be conducting table topic. So I I like to call Toastmaster Samita for table topic session. So like table topic session is the most wonderful, and I love this because it's like how spontaneous you can be, how you can say on the spot anything, and it's most exciting of the all like full session. So I like to invite Toastmaster Samita to take over
Thank
and
you,
conduct the table
Toastmaster
topic
Sonali.
session. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Uh, Good morning, everyone, once again. So, as today's theme is color, so I thought it will be good to have a bag full of miscellaneous topics so I can create a collage. And so I got a bag full of, different topics from different areas. Hope you will find it interesting and you'll enjoy sharing your thoughts around those topics. So with this, I will, the forum is open. Please volunteer, and I can share my first topic. Anyone? Yeah, Piyush Prasad. Okay, Piyush, I don't see you in video. Okay, the first topic for the day is the impact of sports on youth development.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanita. Sports is it means frankly I'm not very good at sports as such. Only thing that I played uh, mostly was badminton. But sports is what I have seen helps us develop the things outside, especially during the growth stage around your build skills apart from your studies and other stuff. You also try to build a new relationships with different persons. You understand it is there you can win or lose. There is always a growth that you can look forward to. There are always people who will be can defeat you or yeah, but that helps us in there are many interpersonal relationships and things and which it helps as such. So I believe that yeah, sports is a very important part of the way we grow, we move forward, and it should be an important part of our school and university curriculum activities as such. Uh, Sports is also been seen as a way that it connects countries. Like we had sports in relationships with Pakistan. It means wherever we faced issues. So, and we even have sporting relationships with like countries like where we are arch enemies. So that also helps different forms of communication between different countries. So yeah, I think that's my suggestion.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster Piyush. Absolutely agree with you. It helps us to build our, you know, ourselves. So if it is introduced into the schools, so the kids will, get a chance to grow better, right? They learn to face the challenges. They build relationships, and which, yeah, when they grow up in the larger scale, also gets reflected. And just one point I want to add, like it also helps us to concentrate better. And in a lot of cases, it is observed that the child starts, academically also starts improving and performing better when he is learning a sports along with the studies. Okay. Um With that, we will move to the next topic. Who is going to volunteer for the next one?
If there's no one else, I can take one, Toastmaster Samita.
Yeah, please go ahead, Rupa. So my the next topic is very interesting. It's about traveling solo. So I hope you also find it interesting and you can share some thoughts.
The farthest I've ever been from the south of India is where I am right now, Bangalore. Being a person who grew up in the same city, went to the same school, and lived in the same house for all the 14 years of my education, traveling itself is something new for me that I only just started picking up on. Until I finished my schooling, the only traveling that we did was those 10 days in summer vacation when we would get on the West Coast Express from Chennai and go to Erode, stay there for which was my hometown, stay there for 10 days and come back to Chennai. But once I finished my schooling, finished my college, and came all the way up to the northernmost part of India that I've been to, Bangalore, I looked around me and saw this vibrant community of extremely young and energetic people exploring all the corners of India and all the corners of this world and posting on Instagram every single weekend, every single long weekend, all the new things that they'd learned about. So, looking at all these posts and getting into my first bout of FOMO, my sister and I decided that the next long weekend that came up in March 2023, I think we would do something that we'd never done before. We both would travel somewhere together and explore something and learn something new. So, we both booked a trip to Wayanad with one of the travel companies, packed our backpacks, got on a bus from Bangalore, and took that journey and that leap of faith to go to again the southern part of India, Wayanad, and explore all the sightseeing there. And those 3 days were some of the most exciting and happiest days of my life because I got to not just see all these amazing sights and explore all these activities that I'd never done before, but also meet with a vibrant and diverse group of individuals, grow from my narrow minded small town person setup to a really metropolitan and global mindset. And I really understood the significance and importance of traveling and getting to know new people that day. So if you are someone like me who has been in the same place, same city for all of your life, and you're waiting for just that little push for someone to push you off the edge, take that leap of faith and pack your bags and go on your next trip. I assure you, do it and you won't regret it. Back to the table topics master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupa. That was a wonderful, experience that you have shared. I would just like to add a little bit, like, it's for me also, it's a FOMO, and I'm kind of pushing myself to take a solo trip because I have been with friends and sisters, but this time I'm thinking of going alone. And what I'm looking forward is for my freedom to get more confidence. It's like deeper exploration. So that's why, this gives us to actually build our own personality and take us to the next level. Okay, thank you a lot. Moving to the next topic, who is going to volunteer? Yeah. Okay, Toastmaster Balaji. The next topic is individuality in the workplace.
Okay. Individuality in the workplace. At workplace, definitely, individual ideas and individual thoughts are important, where a person can come up with their.
Did we lose Toastmaster Balaji?
Yeah, it looks like he
Yeah.
dropped off.
Okay, I
Let's give
can.
a second. You'll go with this topic, Dr. Ava?
No, with this topic, give me another one.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So that
Okay.
he can talk.
Yeah, he can come
topic,
back and
right?
he can talk about that. Yes,
Yeah,
let's
we
go
can
ahead.
continue.
Yeah. So for you, Toastmaster Ava, the topic is the psychology of winning and losing.
Psychology
Like,
of?
winning and losing.
winning and losing.
Losing. Yeah. So when we win versus when you lose, right? How do we feel about that? And what is the,
Oh,
takeaway from there?
that's a great question. Thank you for that. The psychology of winning and losing. It revolves around how individuals respond mentally and emotionally to success and failures. I think it is shaped by personal beliefs and environmental factors. So, winning psychology is mindset, confidence, emotional control, celebrations. They are the part of winning psychology. And the losing psychology is those with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are static, which can lead to discouragement after failure. So they might avoid challenges to protect their self esteem. And repeated losses can damage their self esteem, frustration. Learning from failure, the psychologically resilient individuals use losses as learning experiences also many a times and refining their strategies for future success. So this less resilient may become fixed on the failure, hindering growth. So I think uh, the psychology of winning and losing it influences motivation, emotional well-being, and future behavior. Success can build confidence, while failures can either spur growth or cause emotional setbacks. Both may happen depending on the mindset and coping strategies which are employed. So, this is what I can reflect on this topic, that psychology, how, how psychology plays its role in winning situation and losing situation. Over to you, Toastmaster, table topic master, Samit.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dr. Abha. It was wonderful. You have actually covered all the aspects of the topic, and that's really reflects the experience that you have. So I don't have anything to add on it. So I will move on, and I'll go back to Toastmaster Balaji so he can complete his speech.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Samita. Sorry, I got dropped.
No
Yeah, so
problem.
having individual ideas and thoughts is important so that people can come up with independent ideas that can really, have a huge impact sometimes, If somebody doesn't have those individual thoughts and get often influenced by other people very easily, they cannot think out of the box. So that is important up to certain extent. But then being too much individualistic might also hamper some of the progress on when working on a team. So even though you have individual ideas, sometimes you have to come to a consensus decision, right, on certain key decisions. And whatever decision is taken as a whole, you have to commit to it and work on it as a team so that the entire team uh, can grow together. Interestingly, I would like to take an example of Sundar Pichai here. Right? In Google, he initially proposed that Google should build their own browser, Chrome. But then the management said, no, that's not our business. We are into search, internet search. So he worked on it and he made it successful. But then in his spare time, with a couple of his colleagues, they built this browser prototype and showed it. And that's like one of the major hit products in the internet space. So he committed to his team, but at the same time, he pursued his own ideas separately. Yeah. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji. It was insightful, definitely, and we learned about the story of Google and Sundar Pichai. Thanks for sharing this. And I'm, absolutely aligned with your thoughts. Like, yes, we need to have an individuality to bring more creativity and give people to innovate, right? A chance to innovate, but as well as we have to have our boundaries so that as a team we can perform, well. Okay, so with that, moving to the next topic. So uh, the floor is open for volunteers. Hi, Poonam. Yes. So for you, the topic is the importance of self-expression.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Samita, for choosing such a lovely topic. The importance of self expression. I would say self expression is really, really important. And I would stress on it twice because blocked emotions can cause so much of havoc which we cannot even imagine. And also, communication is important. Oftentimes, any place we see that a personal relationship is going downhill, it is either because of the two reasons that one, the communication is not there, second, the expression is not there. Both are equally important. And if you are not going to express, this is going to accumulate. The bottled up behavior can also cause so much of internal damage that one cannot even imagine. Whether you go through this damage by your own choice or by under the suppression of somebody, that you are not allowed to express yourself, it can be detrimental in either of the scenarios. So I would request everybody that speak eloquently, speak in a dignified way, speak in either way that you find suitable. If you need to fight on certain scenarios, do go fight, because certain topics needs to be addressed. If you are not expressing that you are not okay with something, the other person will never know. If you are not expressing that you like a particular thing and you would want to go out for a certain activity, the other person will never know. In either of the scenario, you are losing something. Some place you are losing out on your happiness and peace of mind. At another place you are losing out on an opportunity of happiness, of a nice extracurricular activity which you would have enjoyed. So it is very, very important. We can expand it more into so many areas, but personal expression is important. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Poonam. You have put a very strong and very valuable point which we will take home, right? So, and maybe there are different areas where we are not expressing ourselves, our thoughts, and those are very important that we should do. But apart from that, on the positive side, it also encourage everybody to think outside of the boxes, explore new ideas, and push our boundaries, and finally have some kind of life that is more rewarding, right? So it's not only uh, sharing the thoughts for a particular point or cause, it's also for our what else, self love, and how we can have a nice life for ourselves, right? So with that, I will just ask the Theomedi, do you have more time to take another topic, or shall we move ahead with the evaluation, please?
Yep. Sorry, I'm not aware when is the closing time. Could you please let me know? Is it 12 o'clock?
Closing time is 12:30. I think we have little more time.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
time then.
Okay. So then I'd like to invite volunteers. Do we have volunteers?
Hi, this is Rakesh. I can take up the next topic.
Okay. Sure. Just give me 1 second. Somehow my team's got little. Yeah. Hi, Rakesh. The topic for you, the power of travel stories.
Power of travel stories.
Yeah.
That's a very nice topic, I would say. I mean, that takes me to the childhood times, right, where um, my grandfather, my grandmother would tell me stories in my childhood, and that would help me shape up, right, as a young kid. So they would tell me about the stories from their childhood or their youth, and the places that they have visited, and not just my grandfather, my grandmother, but everyone around, right, every other adult around. They would tell me all those stories, and that has helped me shape up my personality and my life. So I think there is the importance of travel stories is very very much, because it's not just yet another story, right? That when you travel, you get to learn so much, you get to meet so many people. There are so many enriching experiences that one gets by traveling. So when you combine all those, when you kind of present it in a story and tell it to somebody, it kind of enriches his life. So I would say that is a very nice way of kind of making someone grow and learn. So yeah, that's what I would say. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh. Yeah, indeed, the stories that we hear from the travelers that inspires us and they help us to form our own, journey. Just wanted to add one point, like it also helps us to embrace the diversity, right? Because when we are traveling, we are actually exploring the different cultures, whether it's inside the country or outside the country, right? And that helps us to kind of, create a bonding, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, and we start accepting the different others' views, their cultures, their lifestyles and all. So it's kind of brings us together, right? Okay, so that's I can go for another topic. So who is going to volunteer? Do we have anyone else? Is there any guest today in our meeting?
Yes, it's me. I can take
Do-
the next one.
Okay, Sonali, yeah, for you. You are a software developer, right? If I'm not wrong.
What?
You were working in the software as a software developer?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So I think you can relate this, but the topic for you is like entrepreneurship versus having a job.
okay. So, like being in job, it's not been many years, it's been only 3 years. But in 3 years, I can tell you, I am more shifted towards entrepreneurship because daily mundane task gets boring. And to the point, like you come in Friday and you think about, is this going to be same thing till you're 40 years? Is this what I'm going to do? Is there nothing else I can do about it? So you keep thinking like, and after we saw the TV series Shark Tank, we always get inspired. Like, okay, something I can also do something like that. It's not about like unique idea. It's about how you can do the execution, how your proposition have a unique selling point. Even if you are selling a cloth, if you have a some cliche like niche market where you can go in or someone else is not there, you can build it on. So we always discuss, when we are in the Friday nights and all my friends are here, we always discuss at least one business idea which we just forget about it on Monday and go to the same routine of our job. So I think that's a journey we are going forward, like back forth, doing job and then coming up with the ideas we can do in entrepreneurship. I hope like I get one idea which can land me out of this job. Yeah, that's it from
Okay.
my side. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shunali. Yeah, so we all get bored at certain point of time doing the similar kind of job, right? But it's good to go for entrepreneurship, but there is also risk. There is definitely a financial risk that we need to manage, but there is also what you'll say, the bright side is to, you can innovate more, and then you can execute and see your vision coming, as an outcome, right? So that's the pleasure or the joy we get at the end of the day. So we are still struggling to take the decision whether to go for the entrepreneurship or to stick to the job, but it is very much individualistic. Yeah, so it's both of them are equally good, but as a person, you have to take your own decision. Yeah, with that, I think I will conclude the table topic, for today's meeting. And I just wanted to also, share that I am moving to a different Toastmaster club. I just taking a opportunity to, share it with you. And it will be my last meeting with all of you. And because of the location constraint, so I'm moving to an online club so that I can attend more of the meetings. But definitely when I'm back to Bangalore, I'll be again joining this club. Okay. Thank you all. So handing it over to Geometi of the meeting today, Toastmaster Sonali.
Thank you, Samita. It was great meeting you. Like lovely session, all the great topics, and it was first and last, I guess. Thank you for sharing that. I like to call President Toastmaster Poonam to take upon her G role and call her tag team and tell us about this meeting today. Over to you,
Uh,
Poonam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonali. First of all, a little correction. I'm not the president of the club. I am the presiding officer. And
Sorry,
as far
sorry.
as the XCOM role is concerned, so I am associate VPE. Okay. So now moving on to the duties of GE today, let us first begin by taking the feedback from tag team. From the tag team, I would first invite timer of the day, Toastmaster Rajni. Toastmaster Rajni, please help us with all the time duration for speakers, evaluators, and all the table topics speeches today.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. So I'll share my sheet. It will be easier for you to, let me see if I can share it. Oh, sorry, I'm not able to. So I'll read the report. So about the speech, Abba took 7 minutes 27 seconds, and Toastmaster Balaji took 9 minutes 4 seconds. He's disqualified, and Toastmaster Sakshi took 7 minutes 22 seconds. Now coming to the evaluation, Toastmaster Rupa took 2 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Durga took 2 minutes, and Toastmaster Abha took 3 minutes 55 seconds. She's disqualified here. And coming to table topics, which is 1 to 2 minutes, Piyush took 1 minute 50 seconds, and Toastmaster Rupa took 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Abha took 1 minute 55 seconds. Uh, uh, Toastmaster Balaji took 1 minute 50 seconds. And next, Toastmaster Poonam took 1 minute 56 seconds. And Toastmaster Rakesh, 1 minute 14 seconds. And Toastmaster Sonali, 1 minute 25 seconds. And this is the report. And back to you, Toastmaster Poonam. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajni. Next, I will invite Toastmaster Piyush to share his report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pune. So, Toastmaster Durga used one time and repeated his 2 times he one time. Toastmaster Poonam used 2 times and repeated of a. Toastmaster Sonali used 3 times and like 5 plus times. Toastmaster Toastmaster Abha used two times and repeated, "It is all about for approachable less one times." Toastmaster Rupa used and one time. Toastmaster Balaji used one time, 5 plus times, one time. Also used fillers the and repeated, I get to, might, it. Toastmaster Sakshi used two times and repeated with their once magnet off. Toastmaster Rajni used 4 times. Toastmaster Samita used 4 times, 5 plus times, like one time, 4 times, and repeated this. Toastmaster Pius used, I think, 2-3 times. And then we have Toastmaster Rakesh using 4 times and repeating not just where. So, sorry, that, yeah, yes. Then we have, coming to the grammar part, Toastmaster Ava used quotes like "sip is safe," "sip and how is safe," but that is not what sips are for. Smooth seas do not make good sailors. Toastmaster couldn't, let's add some spice here. Then Toastmaster Poonam used often time any place we see. So often time any. So that is not a yeah. Often anytime we see a place by under the suppression. So that was not clear. Toastmasters Sonali used I am more sifted towards. It would be I am more sifting towards. Toastmasters. Um, Apart from this, I think Toastmaster Samita used different others' views. Different views of others would be possibly more accurate. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Piyush. So, if I heard it correctly, I think one speech is disqualified. That is Toastmaster Balaji. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So let us begin the evaluation. Our session started with a delay of 5 minutes at 10:35 minute. That would be reason because of technical and logistic reasons. So 5 minutes I think would be acceptable. Beyond 5 minutes should not be. So that part we have done okay. Toastmaster Durga opened nicely as the SAA, did the introduction and opened the session as per the expectations. So that is also we did properly. Next was the introduction of the presiding officer, which was done properly. The presiding officer was myself, and I was also acting as a GE, because of which we did not go for the dual introduction. So that is also we did fine. Coming to the speaker and the evaluator. So first of all the congratulations to all the speakers today. I would say each and every single of the speech was brilliant, and I saw that Toastmaster Durga was doing her duties diligently, recording each of the speeches. So I would like to take those recordings and go back through each of the speeches. For Toastmaster Dr. Abha, first of all, congratulations on being the path breaker. Let us have a big round of applause for her. So Toastmaster Abha brought a very nice topic for us. And I would say throughout her speech, there were a lot of takeaways, particularly smooth seas never made skilled sailors. I thoroughly loved the usage of lot of tidbits and lot of quotations that she inserted. It is one of the speeches that I would go through again and again. So as the path breaker, I could not figure any mistakes in that or any further places of improvement. That is the true legacy of a pathbreaker. So kudos to that. Coming next to Toastmaster Balaji. Toastmaster Balaji, I thoroughly enjoyed your speech as well. Even though it overshooted the time, I would say the content was really well built. So your trip to Masuri and through your trip to Agra, I enjoyed it all. The story of how Everest actually calculated the height of Everest, that is also enjoyable. So I am somebody who particularly loves to travel a lot and lot of scenic beauty, whether it is mountains or it is beaches or it is riverside or it is even desert. You can find me everywhere. So I totally loved listening to your speech. My only advice would be two of the things. First was that you were very calm and composed, which was really nice. It helps us to listen to your story. But if you can improve a little bit on the vocal variety, so you can still be calm, you can still be composed, but your vocal variety can be added to it. When that happens, it helps us to retain that. So what happens is that right now we listen to the speech, we love it, so we remember the content. But from the point of view of somebody who is, let us say, looking at their WhatsApp messages or something, you want to grab their attention. You want them to come and listen to your speech. So that can be done with the help of vocal variety. And second would be certainly you overshooted the timing. So if you practice a little bit more before the speech, I am 100% sure that this will come within. And I am feeling very sorry that you will have to repeat this speech, but because it has been such a good one. So even if this speech is coming a second time, I am looking forward to it.
Sure, no problem. I would love to do that.
Thank you. That is a great sportsman spirit. Kudos to that. Moving on to our third speech of the day, I am not able to see the speaker present in the speech, but I would say even the third speech was really, really well done. So, lot of takeaways were present there also, that how there should be subtle improvements in the body language. What are the things that we can be conscious of, which can adds to our which can add to our eloquence. So, I would say there was a takeaway in that as well, and kudos to that also. Now, one big round of applause for all the evaluators. I am just going to say one line that I am in agreement with the evaluations present today. And now we had a little bit of hiccup when we had to introduce the sorry, apologies, table topic master, but instead we ended up with the GE report. So that is one thing that we had to take a little bit care of. So my suggestion to TMOD will be, for a crisp running of the show, what you can do is we always publish a list. And even if there is a any particular Toastmaster club where you are going to be a TMOD and they are not having a list, prior to that, you can actually get the agenda of the day. So always grab your agenda, always get to the name of all the people who are going to be present and their introductions handy. So with these three things, everything else can be improvised. And uh, I am understanding that you are a fairly new Toastmaster. So kudos to your presence. Good job taking up a role and keep doing so. Once you participate, only then the path of improvement opens up to you more. Toastmaster is a journey that you have to come and experience for yourself. And we have a great set of feedback and evaluation system, as you see. And I'm sure you will be even more great TMOD in the upcoming days. Now, let us have a big round of applause for Toastmaster Rajni and Toastmaster Piyush. Both did their job diligently and noted even the smallest nitty gritty of everything which proceeded today through the session. So I think with this, we have covered everything which happened today. And Toastmaster Samita, I'm sorry I was missing out. Table topic session was really very well curated. I would also like to congratulate you that you have been a very consistent Toastmaster throughout the term that you have participated with us. I understand your constraint that Toastmaster Samita has moved to a different city, because of which she cannot be physically present in the venue. And we are running hybrid show here based on the poll of our members. So I understand this is the constraint Toastmaster Samita is facing. And rightly, she is looking for an online club. So, Toastmaster Samita, best wishes to you that whichever club you go, like you added value to our club, you will keep on doing the value addition to any place you go. And whenever you are in Bangalore, we are certainly looking forward to meet you. No need of being a Toastmaster member, you can come in as a guest, join us, and whenever you are actually moving your base to Bangalore, then the club is going to definitely need you back. So, everybody, one big round of applause and best wishes for Toastmaster Samita.
Thank you so much. I'll be missing the club, honestly. I have learned a lot, and definitely I'm looking forward to, rejoin once I'm back in Bangalore. All the best to all of you, and keep learning and growing together.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samita. And at the end, kudos to our guests today. We saw two guests today, Toastmaster Sonali, and I think there was one Toastmaster Abhishek or Toastmaster Ashish. Sorry, Toastmaster Abhinav. So I think he has exited the meeting because of certain constraints. So I'm sure our Toastmaster membership will reach out to him. We will take his feedback as well. And while you are present here, Toastmaster Sonali, how would you rate our meeting? And if you are having any good points, any suggestions for improvement, the stage is open.
Thank you, Toastmaster Poonam. It was really nice experience. Like it's only my second external meeting and first time taking up TM model role. So I was little nervous, but it went out okay. As you told me some things like the feedback, which I'll take up and improve further. So I like this session because I got the feedback also. So it was a kind of like session where I can improve myself and just like just one maybe for organizing team, like I didn't got introductions. I have asked a few times, so if I would have, yeah, I missed out few introductions. Yeah, that's only I think is the improvement in it, nothing else. Even the all the meeting went really well and everyone was really nice, and I especially enjoyed table topic sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonali. We will certainly pass on this feedback to the organizing team and we will definitely improve upon the upcoming meetings. Now I declare the floor open for networking. I think we have
So I
Toastmaster Rakesh here. Yes, please go ahead, Sonali.
yeah, I work in 247 dot AI. It's in Marathali. So I just wanted to know if someone is near my company. Mm, I guess you all are hybrid working.
So, Sonali, our club is actually located in the Sarjapura Road area, which is why it is also
Okay.
named as Sarjapura Road Toastmasters Club.
Yeah.
Many of the folks here, we live close by areas and we also work in the close by areas.
Okay, great.
But
I
whenever we
I
are
actually
visiting to,
sorry to cut off you, Toastmaster Poonam. I actually hey, this is Rakesh. I joined recently, and this is my first day as Toastmaster. So I actually live around Marathali. I live in Kadu Bishnalli, and I found Sarjapur Club to be the one matching with my timing. I mean, I was looking for a club which was open on Saturdays or weekends, and so hence I decided to join this club. And yeah, it's been a good first day. I joined a couple of guest sessions as well, but everything has been going very good. So kudos to the entire team as well. Yeah.
thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh. It's a pleasant surprise to see you as a member, and we are very much looking forward to meet you. If you do not mind, can you please turn off your video? Sorry, turn on your video camera. Thank you. Now we have a face to Rakesh.
Sorry, not
Okay,
the
it
best of
is
the people to turn on the camera, but I did.
it is a pleasant news actually. It's a good news for our club that even though you are in Marta Ali, we are having something with which we can cater to your requirement, and you have joined our club. Okay, anybody else? Toastmaster Abha.
it's time to say goodbye. I am also looking for online club because when I'm not in Bangalore, I'm not able to attend. So because we go for hybrid mode, so I think I should join now online club. So let's see.
Dr. Abba, you brought laurel to our club. You brought a crown being the pathbreaker.
Yeah. I enjoyed a lot. I learned a lot. I will miss Toastmasters. But whenever in Bangalore, I will join as a guest. And I can take roles also, no? Because I will be attached with Toastmasters. If not Sarjapura road with some online, I will join.
Sure.
So
We will look forward to you.
to meet all of you whenever I am at Bangalore.
And best wishes to you as well.
Yeah.
I just want to add
Dr.
one
Abba,
point for Dr. Ava. Not only your speech today, I was with all attention, I was listening to your evaluation, and you just use so much of, different and nice words. And I learned so much from the evaluation also. It is really, great to be you in the meeting and learn from you. So it's a great opportunity for us to interact with you, actually.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. I'm really going to miss all of you.
Yeah, me too.
Moving out, what will happen to our membership?
No, people will join.
I think we will invite you both for an online open house. So we can say that this is our club alumni.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Dr. Abba, will you be attending some more meetings or is this going to be your last meeting here?
Last meeting, a memorable one. I am on tour, North India. I'm attending from Ayodhya. 12 is checkout time. So my luggage is already gone in.
Oh, okay.
And after
That's
2 weeks, I'm going to sit there and we'll leave for Lucknow. And it was a very nice tour, no doubt about it. So I was just
hats off to your dedication. You
yeah,
are attending the meeting during your
yes.
travel as well.
All these, no, even on tour. So this is something plus, no. So it fills me with energy. So you all are youth. So I'm always surrounded by youth. No? You people give me lots of energy. You keep me alive. Do you know? You all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the happiness, all the support, all the acceptance. First of all, I was thinking whether people will accept me or not. But then there's nothing like this. No? I learned from you people also a lot. And thank you so much. I'm really feeling like saying goodbye and I have tears.
It's
So
not a
Dr.
goodbye. You will keep on returning.
Yeah, I will keep on returning for sure. But I wanted it to be a memorable one, and then September end, the last meeting, and I thought that today we are leaving, so by 12 it will be over, so I can really take the role. And then I decided, and I said yes, online I am there. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abba. Have a great trip.
Thanks. Yeah.
Toastmaster Rajni, if you want to add anything.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, Abba. I have heard her speeches and I attended when she was at TMOD. So her speeches was very good and I enjoyed it. And on hearing that she is also leaving, feel very bad, really. Uh, and so even my case also, most of the case times I am attending the online sessions. So I was trying to attend the offline, but even though it is little far for me to come there, but I'll come and attend. Thanks, Abha, and what I forgot her name. Our
Samita.
Yes, Samita, sorry. Yeah, all the best, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, all the best,
So,
Toastmaster Samita. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balaji.
okay, so guys, I have a busy day ahead. I will be dropping off, but really nice catching up with you all. And today's meeting was really a pleasurable one. Lot of takeaways and yes, best wishes to Toastmaster Abha and Toastmaster Samita. I will miss my protege as well. So I will be dropping off, and you guys can keep on networking. See you next time.
Thank you. Bye. I'm also dropping
Okay.
off.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
good.
think I will also drop off.
Yeah.
Thank you
Bye
all.
bye.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it was great
Bye.
connecting. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.